LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever you are. Hope you're having a great day. Yes, I'm online. Everything is great. 3 reasons that you are not getting invited for the opportunities that you believe you are really a good fit for. Welcome to Tuesday Talk, where we talk about everything that is required for you to be the obvious choice for the opportunities. Opportunities that they are truly opportunity for you, not what is sold to you as an opportunity. If you have been here with me before in Tuesday Talks, welcome back. And if it's the first time, welcome, welcome. These conversations are helpful for 2 groups of people. Firstly, seasoned professionals that they want to land higher profile roles, unapologetic about what they want. And the second group are people that they are already in higher profile roles and they are thinking to transition out at some stage. The work we do with the first group is about positioning you as a leader. And the work we do with the second group is to monetize your know-how and your skills, basically turning your battle scars to IP. So the conversation today, 3 reasons that you are possibly not getting invited for something that you believe is you're the obvious choice for it, is something that I would like to unpack. Here I've got a note with 4 line items on it that is notes from transcription of our coaching calls and audit calls that we have normally at the beginning of the coaching programs. And I go through the notes all the time, transcripts all the time, because I want to get the commonalities and then have and bring them here to you. So the frustrations that comes up in these conversations are these phrases. These are exactly copy paste of those ones. I don't get any feedback. Number 2, they are getting so and so to do what I have been saying for this 6 months. They are going external. They are bringing in their friends. Basically, they are overlooking me. All right, so you are all familiar with these type of scenarios, and you probably at some stage have said something similar to these ones. What is really underneath these phrases is that I am not able to see I'm not able to see myself in the environment. And what's really happening there is ability, we call it street smart or awareness, as what is the real feedback. The first statement that they say, oh, I'm doing a fantastic job, I'm not getting any negative feedback, is really interesting because it's coming from our traditional education system that is, I'm always waiting to a teacher, instructor, or trainer to tell me if I'm doing well or not, or I can pass, move forward, or move up. In real life, and particularly when you get to higher positions, there is no one to give you feedback. You will never receive feedback about your quality of work. You already have progressed so far because you're doing something really well. So if you think you are going to receive feedback, that's what I want you to start adjusting. The fact that you are not getting invited, the fact that you are going external for the roles, the fact that you're saying something, but they invite someone else from the organization to the table to perhaps have an input or decision or run a piece of work, that is the feedback. That just is enough for you to know that, okay, something is missing in my skill set, or there are some other reasons that I'm going to share with you that, okay, they don't believe I am the right person to join these conversations. So the key things underneath all of these complaints, let's call a spade, is that these are your actual feedback. There is nothing more than that will ever come to you. There are a couple of reasons, and the 3 of main ones are this. Let's say you're doing a fantastic job in what you're doing, tops. And now there's another opportunity. Can you imagine how scary it might be or unwise that they move someone from something that is doing really great to something else? I remember many years ago, someone said, if you're doing a good job, make sure you know how to hand it over to someone so you can do something else. The reality is, a lot of times, particularly if you have had and put yourself in your leadership position, if you've had the teams that they are doing well, changing the composition of that is actually quite harmful for organizations. So one of the reasons, which has nothing to do with your competency or skill set, is that they don't want to change composition of something that is already working. Period. It's nothing to do with you. It's a business continuity in this case. Reason number 2, you're doing something great and there's some other topics and another opportunity comes up, but you don't get invited for it. It's just because your brand is associated with the first type of work, not the latter, not the new type of work. Though you might be really good at it, there is nothing in your resume, in your language, in your branding, in your presence that is associating you with the new type of work and the opportunity. Again, this is not a reflection of you're not good at what you do. It's just you're not of type B, let's say. The third reason, which needs a little bit of, again, managing ego, is that you might not actually be that good at what you think. And that's reality. Have you been in a room that someone enters and sits and talks about they've done this and that, and they talk as if they are the guru of that topic, and you and perhaps the rest of the team, you know that they are just here? Would it be a case potentially that you are also one of those people that you think that you are great and doing a fantastic job, but you're not? Most of the time, when I want to do a self-assessment, just looking inside, is that I always find a way to do an assessment internally, self-assessment, as well as externally, to get feedback from outside. Excuse me. Ability to understand where we are in the scale, where we are in terms of capability. It's a skill that most of the organizations, all these exams and certificates are there for that purpose, but also it's a skill to know where we are sitting. And that is the time that we start getting mentors, finding people that they are really thought leaders, and then we compare ourselves with that to know where we are at. And that is on you. Again, no one is going to come and say, hey, you've set up this business unit in this method or this way. We think you are sitting from around 60 over 100. No one is doing that. Of course, organizations have OKRs and governance and benchmarking and all of those stuff. This is not that conversation. This is about you knowing your own caliber. That's the important part of this conversation. So let me wrap up the conversation with an action. Look at a scenario that you perhaps found yourself in one of these cases that you're saying, oh, I'm not getting any feedback, but I'm not going anywhere. I've been saying something for that period of time, but no one is hearing it, but so-and-so is saying it and everyone is listening to them. Or they're going external, which is quite the case. I hear that one. That was one of the phrases that came up the most. So what's happening there is the 3 reasons. You might be doing good and no one wants to disturb that. Find a scenario that see which one of these 3 cases has been applicable to you. Either you don't have the brand, you're doing a good job that no one wants to disturb that, and the third one, you might actually not be the best fit for the new opportunity. Do a little bit of self-retro, reflect, and see what comes up. And remember, the higher you go, the less chance of getting any feedback. Have a good one. See you next week. Bye.